Aloha and welcome back to Yama Studios. My name is Hannah Maruyama. I am a scalp micropigmentation practitioner here at Yama Studios, which is a paramedical tattoo clinic located on Oahu in Honolulu, Hawaii. Today I'm going to be answering one of my favorite questions about scalp micropigmentation, and that is, can I wear a hat after having scalp micropigmentation? Of course you can wear a hat after scalp micropigmentation. So when people ask this question, sometimes I'm not sure what they mean because there's a few different ways to answer this question based on what I think they're asking. So I'll go ahead and answer the different facets of this question too, so you have all of the information. The first one is, can I wear a hat right after scalp micropigmentation? The answer to that is yes. However, I know that a lot of hats are really dirty. People do not wash their hats and they're full of bacteria and sweat and gunk. And I know that some people, it's a point of pride that you don't wash your hat for a certain amount of time. That said, before you bring that hat in for your scalp micropigmentation appointment, throw it in the washer. It's full of germs and you don't want them to get on your head right after you've had a tattoo. So go ahead and bring a clean hat to your first scalp micropigmentation appointment because it's good to protect it from any type of UV exposure for the first 4 days after each appointment. There's typically 3, and usually if they're consecutive, it's a 21-day process, but one appointment, 7 days, second appointment, 7 days, third appointment, 3 days. And the first 4 days of each 7-day cycle is the one where strict aftercare needs to be followed in order to get a good result. So yes, you can wear a hat right after your appointment, walking out the door. I do highly recommend it. I actually tell clients to bring them in with them when they come for their first appointment. Now, can I wear a hat after SMP? So some people ask this because they're worried about the hat rubbing in certain places and removing their scabs. Okay, so this is a good point. Scalp micropigmentation, once it's healed, it's very difficult to do anything to damage it. That's one of the best parts about it, is that it's really low maintenance and hard to mess up once you've actually gotten it done and healed. And that's about 21 to 30 days after the initial appointment. So once you've had scalp micropigmentation, actually, it's really good to wear a hat to protect your SMP from the sun because the sun is actually the biggest fader of scalp micropigmentation. Now, I'm not recommending super gluing a hat to your head and constantly being worried about having one on your head, but taking one with you when you're going to be out in the sun for long periods of time, or you just live somewhere where the sun is really intense, like here in Honolulu, you're going to want to have a hat with you sometimes just to throw on if you're going to be out in the sun for longer than you realize. It's just going to help extend the life of your scalp micropigmentation, and you don't have to do it, but it is a good recommended thing to maintain your scalp micropigmentation long term. Now, then there's the last part of this question, which I think is the reason that a lot of people ask it. And they want to know that after they have scalp micropigmentation, will they still need a hat to cover their hair loss? The answer to that is no. That is the best part about it. When you get scalp micropigmentation, it is going to look like your hair is thicker, fuller, and that you have a reconstructed hairline. So you're no longer going to have to wear a hat when you go out, and it's something you're going to have to get used to, in that you're going to have the option to not have to wear a hat constantly. So that is really powerful and really great because now you don't have to constantly be worried about where your hat is. While wearing a hat in general is a good practice for people because it does protect your scalp and your skin from sun damage, you will no longer have to constantly wear a hat or have one around to cover hair loss because the point of scalp micropigmentation is to make it so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And that's what's so great about it. And then as a quick little note, if you wear a hat frequently, do make sure that your hat's not too tight. This is going to sound strange, but if you wear a hat too tight and there is a good amount of friction, well, it won't damage your SMP. It can actually damage your existing hair follicles and sometimes affect the ones around it. So if you're trying to encourage hair growth, make sure that your hat actually fits. A good way to test this would be to just make sure you can fit one finger in comfortably in the band of your hat, and that would be a good way to check and make sure you have room. So I hope this video answered the question, can I wear a hat after scalp micropigmentation? The answer is yes, you can wear it right after your appointment. Yes, you can wear it long term in order to help your SMP stay out of the sun. While that's not necessary, it is good to help extend the life of it. And then 3, do I need to wear a hat anymore? And the answer to that is no, because now your hair loss is managed and we've solved it using scalp micropigmentation, so you would no longer have to constantly wear a hat in order to disguise hair loss. That said, you can wear a hat all you want if that's part of your style. Basically, the answer is yes and no to all of these questions, because it is up to you if you wear a hat frequently for preventative sun measures or as part of your style. So it's something that's now an option for you instead of a requirement either way. I hope this answered your questions about whether or not you need or can wear a hat after scalp micropigmentation, and I do hope that you got a lot of value out of this video. If you have questions, comments, or feedback for me, go ahead and drop that below. If you liked this video and you want to see more, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, because I will be posting more of these so that you can be equipped with information to see if scalp micropigmentation is right for you. And then also, if you're on Oahu or in Hawaii and you'd like to get in contact with me in order to schedule a free consultation, please go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram, message me on Facebook, or you can contact me via email on my website, which is listed in the link below. It's yumstudios.co. Thank you so much for watching, and aloha.